come this Friday, this particular scan tool is going to transform into something that I've never used before, which is basically an AI-driven smart scan tool that's going to help us better diagnose our vehicles, and it can actually find the root cause and do a bunch of other cool things. So make sure you guys stick around, as I'm going to help you guys navigate through this complex world of scan tools and save you guys some money along the way. Hey friends, welcome back to RANDOMFIX. So today, it's kind of an exciting day because in 3 days I'm going to get a chance to use something that I've never had a chance to test out before, which is basically to use AI to help me diagnose what's happening with the vehicle and some other cool things that are going to be part of this on the new update. So in this video, we're going to be discussing what's going to happen this coming Friday with the Mucar 892 Bluetooth. And as it sits right now, this particular scan tool is running the software from a ThinkCar 689 Bluetooth, which is a really good scan tool, and I reviewed it about 6 months ago and it did really well. It got an 85 out of 100, which is a really good score for a scan tool that was under $500. This particular scan tool is currently running about $60 to $70 more, but it may be something that you want to upgrade to. So we're going to be discussing that a little bit more in this video. And I'm also going to be quickly touching on why 90% of users for DIY home use overpay just because they end up buying the wrong scan tool and they look at all the marketing data instead of just focusing on what their abilities are. So let's deep dive into this. So as I'm walking around today on this beautiful day here, and look at all that greenery, guys. Don't let all your greenery leave you. So I want you to unprogram yourself from all the marketing that's being done to you guys when it comes down to scan tools. For home DIY users, a lot of us don't exactly know how to use every nook and cranny of the scan tool. So when you see a $12,000 scan tool and you think, well, if I have that, I'm going to be basically Superman. And the honest truth is, you can get that $12,000 scan tool. You're going to need a lot of training. So for most of us, we want to just be able to clear codes, maybe do some bi-directional functions, which is basically where we send a command to the vehicle to go and test a particular component, and it does that without us having to rip the car apart. We want to be able to access the OE side of the data. Basically, instead of accessing the generic OBD2 data that you can get from a regular code reader, this can access the Mercedes side or Toyota side of the data instead of just that old P0420, which is basically a catalyst deficiency code. Once you undo that programming in your mind on more money buys you more features, and you realize that you're only going to be using the scan tool 3, 4, 5 times a year, you're going to start seeing what I see here, guys. This right here is probably the best scan tool I've ever seen for home DIY users, as it does most of the things that we wanted to do. And even those $12,000 scan tools don't do everything. So most mechanics have 2 or 3 different scan tools because not one tool can do it all. So DIY home users, if you're out there and you are shopping for a scan tool, this might be one that you want to consider. And again, this is the Mucar 892 Bluetooth, and I'll leave you guys a link to a video down below so you guys can see what it's like right now to use this. So the very first thing that I want to go and address is I get a lot of questions on, can this program keys? And the answer to that is yes, this particular scan tool still has the abilities to program keys, and that's a very complex question. I'll leave you guys a link down to a video that I did at the end of last year, as making keys is a very complicated area and you guys should really know the truth about it. But I'm happy to report that ThinkCar and Mucar are not going to go and enforce this. And before we stop talking about making keys, I do want to talk about there are special tools for making keys. So if you do plan on making a lot of keys, you may want to invest in a specialized tool for that. And again, they cost a lot of money. You will have to update them, and you may have to get a special credential to log in. And to get that, you will have to pay the money. So something to think about. But for basic cards, this does work, and no specialized logins are required. I'm also happy to report that a lot of users like the new no monkey in the back user interface. I don't know. I didn't mind that monkey. I thought it was actually kind of cute. can this do ECU programming? And the answer to that is no. And you can tell that a lot of times just by looking at the dongle. See the blue part here? This coming Friday, this particular, ugh. You guys see that? Cat-like reflexes. I don't want to detach it because I will drop it again. But that part right there is what connects to the vehicle. And that lets us know that this does not have a pass-through box. And a pass-through box is basically what's needed to go do the more advanced functions. It'll be huge instead of this portable compact thing. It'll have an extra wire and you'll know that you have one. On top of that, you know you have one because you paid quite a bit of money. So you have to pay over $2,000 to get one of those. For most of us, that's not something that we can actually understand and actually utilize because we don't have the knowledge and the background to go and execute those commands. And we can really cause a lot of damage to the vehicle. We could potentially brick it. And once you brick your car, I gotta tell you that nobody is gonna help you. A lot of mechanics will tell you they don't wanna work on it because they don't wanna be liable. I worked in the car world for a very long time, and this is the case. And there are scan tools that can do those. Obviously, as I mentioned, they're over $2,000. Some of them cost $12,000. And even those scan tools can do everything. So this scan tool is good. Those scan tools are good, but there's not a perfect scan tool. Whether you pay $400, $500, or $600 with lifetime updates, or you pay $12,000 and you pay over $500 or $1,000 a year in updates, no perfect scan tool exists. So keep that in mind and stop buying into all the marketing because a lot of us, again, don't understand it. Before we leave the ECU programming section of the video here, I want to talk about ECU coding because a lot of manufacturers from scan tools are marketing this really well. And it's a good feature, but it's not a feature to go crazy about. This one does do it. So basically, ECU coding allows you to tweak minor things on the vehicle. You can tweak if all the doors open or just one door opens when you hit unlock on the remote. This does it. The $12,000 devices do it too. Is it great? It depends on what you're using it for and how much the problem is actually bothering you. For example, you could turn off the chime for the seatbelt reminder. And to some people, that's huge. To me, it's not that big of a deal. I wear my seatbelt. So ECU coding is the step down from ECU programming. And for ECU programming, you always want to make sure that it has guided functions because it is very complex and most of us don't need it. Now, if ECU programming is super important to you, there are going to be some other options other than scan tools. And these are actually better than scan tools, in my opinion. But again, they're going to work for only one particular make. So you may have to have 10 different laptops if you work on 10 different car brands. Then you'll need specialized software for each one of the car brands. And then you'll need a box. It's a J2534 or whatever is compatible with that particular vehicle make. I've previously had this for Mercedes and it was awesome. But it didn't allow me to do everything because I didn't have a valid subscription. And it was very expensive to get a valid subscription. I'm talking about like over $5,000 back then. Now, I think it's even more than that. So think long and hard about what you really need and is it critical and is it something that you can outsource to somebody else and if it's just a one-off job. Hey guys, really quick, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up as it lets YouTube know that I bring you guys valuable content and I really do appreciate it. And I love and thank you for your support. Now there's a lot of lettering in the scan tool world. There's going to be DOIP, which is Diagnostic over Internet Protocol. These are for BMWs and Jaguars. And if you don't have one of those car brands, don't worry about it. You don't need it. If you have a new GM vehicle, you're going to need something called CAN-FD. And again, if you don't have a GM vehicle, don't worry about it. Then for Chrysler vehicles, you have something else called FCA AutoAuth. And I'm happy to report that this particular unit that I'm showing you guys, the 892 Bluetooth, has the ability to use FCA, DOIP, and CAN-FD, all three of them. And I did try the bypass cables. So basically, instead of paying $129 a year for the subscription, I can use the bypass cables, which are about 20 bucks, and I was able to get access to the Chrysler FCA vehicles. It's pretty cool. And most importantly, this unit has all the different protocols covered. I'll leave you guys a link to the bypass cable video and the bypass cables that I used. Now this unit does lack topology, and topology is a visual representation on where a module is in reference to which communication channel. So if you're having an issue with your ABS system, it'll pinpoint that it's on the chassis and it's part of this system instead of you having to poke around. And on newer vehicles, it can be very nice to have, and it makes troubleshooting a little bit easier. On older vehicles, not so much, as they were more simplified. The new Mercedes that I have has over 76 available modules. So you just got to think about the year of your vehicle and how many computers it has, and if this could be something that would be beneficial to you. And on Friday, I will record the upcoming changes. I just want to quickly cover that with you guys. Now let's talk about what's going to happen this coming Friday. So this coming Friday, we're going to get a bunch of cool features. I'm going to go to the bench and actually talk about this. So Friday, we're going to get AI updates, and it's going to have the following: error, severity, and scoring analysis. I have no idea what that means, but I will test it once we get it. Root cause identification. Come Friday, if this is able to give me a root cause of my issue, I will literally do backflips, as that would be pretty cool. Repair recommendations, and it says DIY versus professional. So I guess depending on your level of experience, you can figure out if you can execute the repair, or if it's something that's a little bit more advanced, it may let you know that ahead of time. It has a required tools and parts list. So that would be awesome if we knew what size socket we needed and the different parts that we needed, especially if you live near an AutoZone or another parts store that lets you borrow tools, and this lets you know what tool to get. That would be pretty cool. And it's going to have a cost estimator built in. So there's a lot of cost estimator software out there, and they're actually pretty expensive and a little tricky to use. You can get them from AllData or Mitchell's. If this is able to go and put all that into one package, and you're a professional and you're using this for making money, that would be awesome. It's one less subscription to pay and one less thing to carry around. Again, this comes with lifetime updates. So I'm super excited to see what happens this coming Friday. I'll actually record the update occurring, and then we'll go and try it out. On that video, I'll obviously do unboxing, let you guys know what's included. And I wanted to get this out to you in case you guys are thinking about purchasing something, but you haven't quite made up your mind. This may be the perfect tool for DIY home users, and I'll keep you guys posted. Check the end screens here and also the video description box down below. I do have a 20% off coupon, so make sure you use that. This is currently only about $50 or $60 more than the 689 Bluetooth, and I think it might be worth the extra $50 or $60 if you have it in the budget. As always, guys, thank you so much. Make it a great day.